pride means just loving any aspect of yourself and being able to show it to the world.
To me, it means to to be yourself unapologetically.
Being self-confident.
People tend to forget that we are from a community who's been oppressed for the longest time. We've been illegal and still are illegal in many countries that are punishable by death. And the fact that we've overcome all those struggles and we continue to overcome struggles.
Having compassion for equality and supporting equal rights for everyone, no matter what their sexual orientation.
Okay, so
our average meeting begins with, we have a
everyone comes in, they make a lot of noise, and then we calm them down, and we start with an opening circle where we usually ask, for their name, like where they go to school, age, and then like whatever our question is for the week. This week it was, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
It used to be like, what did you do over the holidays? What's your favorite song, artist? It really just allows people to get a very small glimpse into who someone is.
Well, in the short period that we've been here, it's really welcoming actually, and everybody seems to just have lots of fun, and it's a really good experience for me so far. I love it here.
My house is just so that if people want to get together and really make friends and really just hang out and have a good time and crochet or do yoga or have a book club or just gather and organize, then they have a space to do that free of charge.
Fun and inviting and just a nice place to be.
It's really cool because a bunch of different schools combine together and talk about their schools and like how they do certain things to solve problems or situations, or how they go about different things.
These meetings are so valuable, and a lot of people also come for the social aspect afterwards of going out and just being able to network. But these meetings in here, we do handle more of a formal basis, and even that formality allows people to kind of experience more leadership styles and really explore.
I feel like they're giving back kind of to their community too. So we plan fundraisers for YRGSA, events like we just had our open mic night coffee house down the street at Cover Notes.
And we also did a no hate photo shoot also in Cover Notes.
I look forward to it for every month. It is the biggest rush of positive energy ever.
It's where life doesn't really affect you.
I benefit from meeting a lot of different people and bringing some information from this group to my group at school.
I met so many amazing new friends here.
Also something that we do incorporate a lot into this meet section of our meetings is guest speakers. So today we had someone from One Silver Lining come speak. We've had researchers from the board come to talk about initiatives that are going on. We've had superintendents.
It's a comfortable, safe space to be. We also have a library so that people can come and learn their history and read books and see art that represents them and their community.
We really want to get your opinion, and what do you think will really help YRGSA moving forward? It is definitely a challenging position to be running these meetings, as there's a lot of coordination that has to go on beforehand and a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. But what we get out of this meeting is really seeing the smile on people's faces and hearing all the positive feedback of how great it is that there is a community like this in York Region. A lot of times we see in Toronto that there's so many different youth groups in Toronto, everything's in Toronto. Well, this is the first one in York Region that is youth-centered, and it's really powerful for us. Really, schools should declare themselves a gay-straight alliance. The entire board...
The whole thing, the whole building should be a safe space.
A gay-straight alliance, and I think that's very important for schools to incorporate.
So with GSAs in schools, it really adds a sense of community. And identification for people, so that there's a place that they're not the only ones. I know when I was coming out of the closet a long time ago, there was no GSA, and therefore I always felt I was the only one. Meanwhile, there were other people in the school, and later on they came out to say that they were, but there was nothing within the school, so that I didn't feel like I belonged. I felt I was odd. And it really creates a sense of isolation. So to have something like Gay Straight Alliance, it encourages discussion of sexual orientation and really creates that sort of community of support for people.
I feel like everyone should be united, and sexuality is important for the individual.
I think that the LGBT community should be allied with the straight community because we are all the same, other than our sexuality. Other than that, I think we should all, there shouldn't be a difference really. We're all people. I think there shouldn't be our sexuality defining us.
I don't think we should be separate. I think we should just be one huge community because the only thing that separates us is sexuality, and I don't think that should have like a huge impact on like who we hang out with or anything. I think we should just all be one.
To promote tolerance and awareness.
People who know and love you for who you are, regardless of who you love, is important to find.
Sexuality shouldn't really, be as important as it is today. Like, we should all just be friends for the fact that we're human.
If you're gonna be there and you feel like you don't feel safe or accepted, or there's something on your shoulders, like a weight that you kind of like need to share with someone, like a burden, like you should definitely place safe spaces, and GSAs are needed in schools, 100%.
Everybody's situation is different. The first thing though, and I think it's really important, it's something that I struggled with, is you have to learn to love yourself first.
And there's no rush. There really absolutely is no rush in coming up with a label to identify who you are. You are who you are, and you just have to work towards figuring that out and identify it and define it for yourself.
I've always felt comfortable with my sexuality, but with this group it makes me feel like I have more friends and people to talk to about it, and more of like a support group and support system.
I guess I'm more comfortable with myself, I would say, but my sexuality really never came to question.
Having a space where I know everything about me is accepted, and where I know people are the same as I am, because everywhere I go, there's always something that I'm different or I'm not fully accepted for some reason because I'm not the same as everyone else.
People's opinion, it comes second, because if you can't fully accept who you are and what you stand for, then it's so much harder for other people to do the same thing. So my advice to anybody out there who is struggling with it is to really come to terms with it with yourself. If you are struggling, go talk to guidance, go find social workers. It's really an important thing to do.
Access the appropriate help they need to help them figure things out for themselves, and make sure that they do things on their own terms and on how they feel that it's right.
I think we're getting a vehicle. There are people making performances, and there are people having videos, making art, poems.
Since there's like people from all around the world that are coming to Pride, I'll probably hopefully talk to them and their experiences or something.
This year there's a bunch of different types of things happening. So we're doing Toronto Pride again, which we did last year. We got our own banner. This year we're marching as the York Region Gay Straight Alliance, so that's exciting. We're also we're going to be participating in the York Region Pride Parade.
There's a lot of Pride events like York Pride and March, and then there's a Toronto Pride March, and we're also doing like a laser quest.
I think PFLAG is running a church event also at the United Church of Richmond Hill.
My house will definitely be at World Pride events and advertising the fact that we do have an LGBT community in York Region, and that there is a place to meet and there's a place for people to gather.
I just really want to dance.
Pride means me, pretty much.
And sharing your voice with the world.
Just being proud of who you are.
A real celebration of all of our accomplishments.
It's a celebration of being exactly who you are. There's so much adversity in today's society towards the queer community and all the allies even, and Gay Pride is really just saying the adversity doesn't stop us. It doesn't stop who we want to be and who we are going to be in the future and who we are now.
I find that Pride can be something that I can be myself and keep on going to marches and being who I am without feeling like I have to be someone different, and being proud of everyone else who is whoever they want to be.
My house will always be a form of support for the York Region Gay Straight Alliance kids.
YRGSA just allows you to really explore who you are, and it's such a powerful feeling.
It's a safe space that we try to create and try to maintain so that people, however they identify, wherever they come from, can feel comfortable once they step into the environment.
YRGSA! Woo!